Hello everyone, my name is Lolita Hardy, and today I will be speaking about sexual education in public schools. My target audience is parents with children in grades 4 through 12. As you can see, I'm a grandma at 24. Well, maybe not 24, let's try 34. This is only for pretend, but can you imagine being a grandparent at the age of 34? According to the Department of Health and Human Services, approximately 250,000 adolescent females give birth in the U.S. each year. The U.S. teen birth rate is higher than that of many other countries. In 2007, the United States was in the lead, with the average of teenage pregnancies totaling a high of 42.5%. Sex education is defined as the process of gathering information and forming attitudes and beliefs about not only sex, but sexual identity and relationships. Its aim is to reduce the risk of negative outcomes of having sex at an early age, which could potentially lead to unplanned pregnancy or deadly diseases such as HIV. Sexual education helps develop young people's awareness so that they are able to act accordingly and make wise decisions about having sex. Teenage STDs and unplanned pregnancy rates are spiraling out of control. Parents are not talking with their kids about sex. By providing more in-depth sexual education courses in schools, it could potentially lower the risk of students contracting STDs, including HIV, and could possibly lower the number of teenage unplanned pregnancies. Kids are becoming more sexually active at an earlier age. A whopping 66% of high school students have had sex by their senior year. These same teens are paying for their actions by contracting STDs and having unplanned pregnancies. According to the Centers for Disease Control and the Kaiser Family Foundation, approximately 65% of all sexually transmitted infections contracted by Americans this year will occur in people under the age of 24. 1 in 4 new HIV infections will occur in people under the age of 22. How scary! Many studies have shown that young people who receive any type of sexual education, whether it is comprehensive or abstinence only, are more likely to wait until they are over the age of 15 to have sexual intercourse. Adults may not be comfortable talking to their children about sex. It is natural for some parents to feel embarrassed or awkward or maybe even shy when trying to explain the topic. Unfortunately, some parents make the mistake of skipping the topic altogether, which leaves their children to figure things out on their own. Other parents feel as though if they discuss this matter with their children, then it gives them the okay to go out and have sex. By providing sexual education courses in schools, this could eliminate these problems. In a study of 35 sex education programs around the World Health Organization found that there is no evidence that talking to young people or providing comprehensive courses encourages sexual activity. Tamara Creenan, president of the Sexually Information and Education Council of the United States, is a leading advocate in comprehensive sex education. Creenan states that young people are going to learn about sex, and our question has to be, where do we want them to learn it from? Do we want them to learn it from the media or their friends, or do we want them to learn it from an educated, responsible adult? Every other subject is taught in school: English, math, science, history, so why not sexual education? It is just as essential as any of these other subjects. In order for sexual education to work, it is essential that it is introduced at an early age, before puberty occurs. Age-precise information should be provided based on a child's physical, emotional, and intellectual development. Sexual education should be taught throughout the school on different levels. It should be introduced in the 4th or the 5th grade and taught throughout the 12th grade so that the information can build upon each other, adding more information each year as the child progresses through school. Providing basic information to young people over time builds foundation on which more complex knowledge can stand. Many people are concerned that providing sexual education information can arouse curiosity and cause young people to experiment, but research shows no evidence of this. It is also important to keep in mind that the information about sexual education can be sustained until it is ready to be used. In providing sexual education, the main objective is to find out what young people already know and then add to it or correct any misunderstanding that they may have. Without the correct information, there is a possibility of young people putting themselves at risk for STDs and unplanned pregnancies. Therefore, it is vital that schools offer classes covering the topics of sexual development, reproduction, contraception, birth control, and most importantly, healthy relationships. Thank you.